Okay, so as you saw in the previous lesson that we can use Unity's gaming engine at any time to test out our character. So what we're going to do now is move forward and take a look at some additional ways that you can fix deform issues on your character. So we're going to be taking a look at how to handle the neck bound. So what I want you to do is go under File, do Save As, and save this as Rigging Lesson 02 K.blend. Go ahead and zoom in, do Shift middle mouse button, and focus in on the head and neck. Go ahead and click on the armature and make sure that you are switched to pose mode. Now click on the figure and switch back to weight paint. Over here, click on the neck bone, press the Z key to go into wireframe, go to options and click on active. Now you'll notice that when we are dealing with the neck bone, sometimes what's going to happen is that it's going to start to capture vertices over here on the top of the head. Okay, so if we press the 1 key and press the R key to rotate the head, and now click over here to find the head bone, press the R key to rotate, you will notice that because of this ear is getting elongated and this ear is getting compressed. Okay, so we need to fix this. So here I'm going to press the A key to select all the bones and then do Alt R to reset everything and just click on the neck bone. Now the other thing here is that since we are on the figure, go to the modifiers tab and turn off the mirror modifier. If you do the middle mouse button, you will notice that the neck bone is also coming inside of the mouth. So do Control 3 to look at this from the right view. Right, so when you press the R key, you'll notice that this is moving with the neck. Okay, right click to cancel. Now if we click on the head bone, you'll notice that these are part of the head. And if we click on the jawbone, these are also part of the jaw. So what we want to do is actually click on the neck bone and remove this from the neck. These really just should be part of the neck and the jaw. Okay? So what we're going to do is actually first switch to edit mode and press the Z key, press the A key to select everything, A key to deselect. Go ahead and click on a vertex from the inside of the mouth. Do the same thing, do Control plus to simply keep hitting plus until you get these vertices selected. Now go ahead and switch to weight paint, and now you're going to go ahead and press the Z key to go into wireframe and switch this mode on to only have these vertices selected. So of course we're going to do the same thing. Go to Tools, and here I'm going to go to Levels, and I'm going to move this down until it removes, or we're basically telling these vertices to stop following the neck bone. Now when we press the R key, you'll notice that it still works just fine. Right click to cancel. Go ahead and click on this option to get out of vertex mode. Click on this head bone, press the R key. You'll notice that over here the head is moving. And if we click on the jaw, press the R key, it's working just fine. Okay, right click to cancel. So that's the first step. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the neck bone again. Now what we need to do is press the 3 key over here to go to the other side, and now go ahead and take a look at how to remove these vertices that are on the earlobe and basically in the back of the neck and here on the jaw. So for this, what we're going to do is click on vertex mode, press the A key to select everything, A key to deselect everything. So what we want to do is basically select all these vertices that are here on the back of the neck and the ear. So what we're going to do is press the C key, do the scroll wheel and just do the left mouse button to select all these vertices. You can select even vertices over here, it doesn't actually matter, right? Just select all the vertices here on the ear. Go ahead and select all these vertices like this. Right click to cancel, just zoom out, and over here, let's go ahead and press the C key. I'm just going to select a bunch of vertices over here, and just make sure that you are selecting these vertices on this line over here. I'm going to actually add these vertices to press the C key. Just add these vertices here along this line. And of course, select all these vertices here that are on the face. Also include these. Right click to cancel, do shift middle mouse button to pan over here. And I'm going to leave, I'm not going to select any vertices over here. Now, over here, I'm going to press the C key to make sure that I've got all these vertices over here, like this. Right click to cancel. Now do the middle mouse button to rotate, and you'll see that we've got some vertices in the back of the ear. Press the C key, go ahead and select all these. Right click to cancel. Okay, press the 3 key. Over here, I'm also going to select this vertex, press shift key down, and just right click it. Okay, and over here we can do the same thing. We can go ahead and click on levels again. Now, of course, you have to type in 0 to start again. Press the shift key down. Basically, what you're doing is now slowly starting to tell these vertices to stop following the neck. Basically, what we're looking for is we want to tell the ear to stop following the neck bone. Now, notice that when we do this, some of these vertices didn't behave. This is because we never selected them. Okay, so this is something that you're going to encounter quite a bit, right? This is because we didn't see these vertices when we were selecting. So how do you fix this? Once you've already done this, all you do is Control Z to undo this. Okay, now you're going to take a look and go find these vertices. We're going to press the shift key down and a right click to select this vertex. So here I'm going to press the shift key down and try to select this. You'll notice that I can't select it. If I press the C key down and click, I cannot select it. Right click to cancel, right? So it's not letting us select these vertices. So if I press the shift key down and try to select this one, I can definitely get to this vertex, and this vertex, okay? But for some odd reason, it's not letting us select this vertex over here, okay? And even if we press the C key, it doesn't work. So here, what we have to do is actually click on this mode over here and press the, look at it from this angle, and press the shift key down and right click, and now we can select it. So this is something that will happen to you in Blender. So this is a way that you can do this. You can see that there's another vertex here. I'm going to press the C key and just use the circle select, right click to cancel. So here I'm just going to analyze this again, and I can see that there are actually a bunch of vertices over here that we didn't get. I'm going to just right click to add them. Okay, and over here I can see that there are actually a bunch of more vertices over here that we didn't select. Okay, so here I'm just going to press the shift key down and right click to select some of these vertices over here, this way and this way. Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that, okay, I see another vertex over here, click it. And I see another vertex here, click it. Okay, so I just want to select the entire ear. I see another vertex here, I'm going to click it, and that's about it. Okay, now I'm going to press the 3 key. Now again, once you do this, right, you have to click on levels again, and now you'll notice that we're missing another vertex over here. We're going to do Control Z, and now go back and do Shift and click on this vertex, click on levels again. I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss any vertex, and now it seems to be fine, and that's it. Now we can go back over here and mess around with this, right? So here what we want to do is basically bring it down until the earlobe stops selecting. So over here I can see that it's still there. I'm going to press the shift key down and bring this down a bit more until it goes away. I'm just going to double check this, okay? And that's it. This should be fine. Now go ahead and click this off just to analyze it. Yep, we've gotten it. And here I'm just going to go ahead and switch to object mode, press the Z key, turn on the mirror modifier again, click on this bone, press the 1 key, press the R key to rotate. Then over here, click on this head bone, press the R key to make sure that the ear is not misbehaving, and it's not. Okay, now it's a good idea to do Alt R and just basically check that everything is deforming correctly once you've made these kind of changes. Okay, so we fixed this issue. Now when we press the 3 key, go to the jawbone, press the R key to open this up. We zoom in over here, and actually for this bone we can press the R key 2 times to make it go up. I'm going to click through this bone again 2 times to select this bone. You have to visually look over here, press the R key 2 times and move this up. You'll notice that we get much better deforms. Of course the bone is getting in the way, right? So here we can click on the armature, go over here and just click on a stick real quick. You'll see that here we get much better deforms. We can see the inside of the mouth, and that's good. That's what we want. Okay, so I'm just going to press the A key to select everything, do Alt R to reset. Go ahead and click back on octahedral. Press the 1 key, do Shift C, and do Control middle mouse button to zoom in. Now do File and Save. Okay, now what I'm going to show you is that once you've basically finalized all the deforms, what is the next step here where we need to get ready for the second stage where we want to start working with the non-deformed bones. So here what we want to do is actually move these bones to their own layer. Now before I do that, I want to explain to you that if we switch to object mode, you can see that here are the layers. Right, you can see that the figure is on this layer because it's showing up as orange, and the armature is also on this layer because it's showing up as orange. So if I click on the figure, you'll notice that it shows up as orange. Now if I click on the armature, it's going to show up as orange. Now when you have the armature selected and you press the M key, you can move the armature to another layer. Let's click on this layer. Notice that it shows up as orange, and the figure is not selected, so it's just showing up as gray. So if I click on the figure, it's showing up as orange. Now if I press the shift key down and click over here, we're turning on the armature. Okay, so this is on the object level. So here we're going to go ahead and click on the armature, press the M key, and move it to the same layer as the figure. It just makes it easy to work with one layer. Go ahead and click this. Now we can also move the bones on their own layer. So if you click on this tab, you can see that we have access to additional layers that are only for bones. Now here we're going to switch to edit mode, press the A key to select all the bones and press the M key. You'll see that here we get additional layers. These are for bones. So what I want you to do is click over here on the third layer. Click it. So here you'll notice that here we've moved all the bones to their own layer. So the armature is in object mode on its own layer, and the bone that it houses are there on their own layer. So when you click on the armature, click on this tab, you have to click on this layer over here to turn on the bones. Okay, so there are two different concepts over here. The bones have their own layers. So what I want you to do is now go under File and Save. Now if we switch to pose mode over here and press the M key, you'll see that we can also move the bones on any layer that we want, meaning that in pose mode or in edit mode, it's always talking about the same layers over here. That's it. Okay. Now you'll also notice that there's this concept of protected layers. We're not going to be using this. Okay. But I'm going to show you what this is even about. Okay, so if you switch to pose mode over here and click on, let's say, this bone, notice that if we press the G key, we can dislodge this bone. Now, this is only internal to Blender, okay? Here you can see that under this transforms, we can actually click on all these three and lock the location, meaning that this is for you. The person who's going to be using your character to animate with, you don't want them to press the G key to screw up your figure. This is what this is for. If you don't have this on, anybody can press the G key and start messing this around. So this is what this is for, okay? So here I'm just going to lock this and go ahead and do File and Save. Now what I want you to do is click on the figure, press the Shift key down and click on the armature. Now over here we actually have to switch to object mode over here. Now if you go under object, you can create a group. Just say create new groups. Okay, it's going to become green. Okay, now if you go on to the object, you'll see that here it's added a group. We're going to do File and Save. Basically this means that the armature and the figure are now part of the same group. Remember, they're two separate objects. It's just a parent-child relationship going on over here. Now I want you to do File and then New and just do Reload the startup file. Press the A key to select everything, Exit, Delete, press the 1 key, press the 5 key to go into perspective. Now you're going to go under File, do Save As, and for now just save this as Rigging Lesson 03 A.blend. Save it as a news file. We'll overwrite this file later. Go ahead and save it. Now when you are animating your characters, you're not going to do it on your file that you've created their character. You would do it in a new file over here. So here you would go under File, do Link, and then you would open up the Rigging Lesson 02K, click it. You'll see that these are the data blocks. We're going to go under Group and go ahead and click this and link from library. So right now what's happened is that this character right now is linking to that file. So if you click on this figure, right, see that it's just a group. You can see that if we open this up, we can't actually do anything. So here we're going to go under Object and we're going to do Make Proxy. If you click this, you can say that you want access to the armature. Go ahead and click this. You'll notice that now if we open this up, we basically get access to the armature, right? This is what this is. Now if you go on to the object type and click on Exit, you can see that it's over here. So here I can switch to pose mode and start animating the character in this file. A to deselect, just click on this bone, press the R key. Okay, so this armature is right now directly linked to the file. Notice that over here, if we open this up, these are locked. But look what I can do. I can unlock these. Okay, this means that I can press the G key and basically break the rig. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just lock them again. Okay, now let's go ahead and do File, Save. Remember, we're saving this as Rigging Lesson 03 A.blend. Now if you go over here, go back to your file, okay, and click on your armature, go over here to the Data tab. If you click on Protected, remember on this bone over here, if we go to Pose Mode, if we click on this bone, these are locked. Now we protected this layer. Go ahead and save this. Now if you go back to your Rigging Lesson 03 A.blend, if you click this, notice that we can no longer unlock this because it's on a protected layer. That's what this means. Notice that we can't touch it. That's the idea behind this. So you can use this if you want. We're not going to be using this. Okay, so this is the same thing also for over here for constraints. If you had constraints that you had saved, you wouldn't be able to delete them. Anyways, we're just going to go back to this file over here, click on this bone and unlock this. Press the A key. Now do File and Save, and actually uncheck this and do File and Save. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.